Hello guys, welcome back. In previous lecture we have seen how to install Git on a Windows system. In this lecture we are going to see how to install Git on a Linux system. But so far we have a laptop which runs as a Windows system. We don't have any Linux system, right? This is where we can take advantage of cloud services. In my case, I'm using AWS Cloud to create a Linux system or Linux server. But in AWS, server we call it as a EC2 instance. So we are going to create a Linux EC2 instance. Now we should have an AWS account to create a Linux EC2 instance. I have already an AWS account. I'm going to use my AWS account. If you don't have an AWS account, don't worry. I have created separate lecture for how to create an AWS account and how can you launch a Linux EC2 instance on AWS Cloud. Those videos are available at the end of this Git course. Please go and watch there. If you are comfortable create a EC2 instance on AWS Cloud, you can continue with this lecture. But anyway, quickly I'm going to launch an EC2 instance even in this lecture as well, so you can follow along with me. Now let's jump into our AWS Management Console to create a Linux EC2 instance. This is my AWS Management Console landing page. Even once you have created your AWS account, you will get landed over here. And here you have regions. Regions nothing but just think like a cloud data centers. AWS provides data centers in different geographical regions. By default, you may landed on North Virginia, but usually I choose Mumbai region, which is near to me, and I can create EC2 instance under Mumbai region. Now, to create an EC2 instance, go to All Services. Under All Services, there is a option called EC2. Click over here to go to Compute Services. Now you can see here, this is my EC2 dashboard. I have already one running instance, and these are the resources, nothing but which are used by your EC2 instance. But I'm interested to create a Linux EC2 instance. For that, we have a option called launch instance. So launch instance, here you can see launch instance option. Just choose this option. Now you need to choose what kind of operating system do you want to install. As I said, we need to install Linux, right? But even in Linux also we have multiple flavors. That is Amazon Linux. This is also Amazon Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, SUSE Linux, Ubuntu. Okay, like this different flavors are there. But in our case, we are going with Amazon Linux. It is something like CentOS only. So let's choose this one. Next, T2 Micro, we can create one EC2 instance for free of cost on AWS Cloud. Next, go to Configure Instance Details. Nothing to change in this page. Then add storage. Even here also nothing to change. Then add tags. Here I'm going to name it as a developer. Why? Because we are using this as a developer 2 system and Windows as a developer 1 system. Next, configure security group. So security group nothing but firewalls which allows traffic to connect to your instance. In this case, I'm just going to create a new security group. I will name it as a Git SG. Git SG. Okay. Sorry, SG. And by default, we are opening port number 22. Port number 22 is the default port to connect to our Linux systems. Anyway, I have already explained all this stuff in our. If you are new to Linux, I would recommend you to go through with that course. Next, review and launch. Now let's launch it. While launching, we need to choose a key pair. Key pair nothing but a password to connect to our Linux system. So far, I have a key pair, but I'm going to create a new key pair for this server. That is git key. I'm going to name it. And while creating your key pair, you should download it. Otherwise, you cannot log into your system. So I have downloaded my git key and little bit scroll. Launch instance, sorry. Now our system is getting ready. View instances. And I will just open and show you where my key is located. and usually I keep my keys in one folder so that I don't miss my keys. Anyway, let's go and see. Okay, our system is up and running. You can see here it is in running state, nothing but we can connect to this system. And to avoid viewing all instances, I'm going to just use the tag like name, and name of our server is developer2 system, so that we can able to see only developer2 system. Let me scroll it up. So we need to use public IP to connect to our Linux system, and we also have a private IP, but we don't use private IP. Private IP is for internal communication. Anyway, I have explained this in our Linux course. There you will get all this information. Now let's connect to this system. To connect to this system, we need a software called MobiXterm. So you can just go, okay, search for google.com, and if you search for MobiXterm, you will get a MobiXterm link, and it takes into website. And if you scroll down, you can see here get MobiXterm. From here you can download free version. For our case, I have already downloaded and installed MobiXterm on my laptop. So just open MobiXterm to connect to Linux system. This is MobiXterm which I have installed and opened on my system. Go to session and SSH. Give the IP address over here, and advanced settings. Here we should provide our key pair. Without this key pair we cannot able to log in. Then EC2 minus user. Okay, this is the default user to connect to a Linux system. Next, just OK to connect. That's it. I have logged into my Linux system, and let me increase the font size and go to as a become root. So sudo su minus is a command to log into root, because you have logged in as a user. As you know, if you want to install any softwares, you must be a administrative user. Usually in Windows we call it as a administrative user. On Linux we called him as a root user. Root user have the privileges to install any packages on our Linux system. Now if I search for Git over here, you can see it is saying that command not found. Nothing but I don't know what you are talking. Now let's install Git. To install Git, yum install Git and just enter. Now I would like to install this Git. So Git installation is completed. Now if I execute Git, and you can see this time it is saying that syntax error, not saying that command not found. Okay, all right. This is how we can install Git on Linux system, and even you can check out for Git version. Git minus minus version is a command to check the Git version. That's all for this lecture. See you in the next video.